Alright, it's a two-parter.
I feel awful
Apparently.
if they got left out just because they died.
2 hours is the limit.
Even death scarier. Friendship penetrates.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
I don't know what I'm doing. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Alright. Hold on. First non-stop debate. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Okay, that didn't work.
She
Alright.
didn't even have a chance to resist.
There we go. Yes, I noticed. That's why I shot it. How am I supposed to? Wait, what?
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Ready.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I shot. Oh my gosh.
I assert that the one who was
and the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seemed the killer must have taken her by. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No need to go.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Scratch
With the
marks.
way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
True.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to...
It's the whole point, genius. Okay. I think I've got this. Kitchen first. Yeah.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife.
No, that's wrong.
Aha! I did it. Guys, are you proud of me? I've done it.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
Yeah.
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife. But where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto, hold on. Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not...
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Thank you, Kyoko.
Can you believe that?
Trust me, I already know who it is. Oh, actually, yes, I would like to learn. That's much nicer. Okay. So the second I see the colored text, always count. Owie.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in.
No, that's wrong.
Thank God. We have 10 minutes to do.
Hold on.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Huh? Huh?
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife.
Exactly.
So I'm not the killer.
Precisely.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
I know.
Hina seemed the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Pretty sus, dude.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
And you didn't say that. Why?
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's... Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Boom.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
You
No,
stayed
no,
over?
sus.
Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned rooms, so I don't think that's a problem.
Precisely.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Sayaka.
Sayaka.
Yeah.
She's...
Oh no, I forgot about that part.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Yeah.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Exactly.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Thank you, Kyoko.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
No. Okay. Let's get potentially table. Important phrase. Already known. Okay. Oh. Oh no. Frick. Oh, that's it. I got it. Wait, what? It's not hair? Hair.
Now I understand.
Okay. Whew. I don't know what you're on about, though. I shot hair down.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
Yep.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes.
Okay,
Shut up.
then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Exactly.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed...
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Okay. Okay, good.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Boom.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
I need to learn. Remember weak starts to spark. Oh. Oh no. Crap. Okay. So what is my true bullet? Bathroom door frame. Okay, let's go.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right?
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
Yeah. Sorry.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked.
I've been focused.
So they tore apart the doorknob
way
to
too
get
much.
in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake.
Boom.
Thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
I got it!
Yikes.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was?
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how
Boom.
unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act.
Yep.
Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't
Booyah.
opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched
Booyah.
rooms?
Kusha.
And Makoto couldn't have done it.
Exactly.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously
Yeah,
needs to do
that's not
something.
smart.
For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions?
Sorry, I haven't been
It does not
saying
matter
anything.
how
I'm
trivial
focusing
things
really
are.
hard.
As a matter of fact, I do have one question. Oh, you. You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, I was just wondering, how the...
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
True.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Yeah.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Stop, dude. Just
Oh, why exactly can't that be it?
boom. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, no. I think so. Yeah, sure, I think.
Because
I hope.
Sayaka was already scared, remember?
Yeah.
That's why she asked me to switch.
Hold on. Alright, I have to kind of speed through this now.
Knowing what she'd been through.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility? I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful some. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No,
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Okay.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened. Huh? What makes you say that? Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh no. Right.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to. It specifically says, my room. I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, it's wrong! The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
And the nameplate on Makoto.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even...
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand, we first need to understand what happened. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then, whoever she invited over came in and... We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think...
Then...
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist. And right there where her wrist is all swollen.
Yeah.
There's something...
Is that gold?
Yep.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword.
Yep.
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the...
Yes.
Booyah.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Yes, please. No. Okay. Alright. Oh, God. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Okay. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden in the lilies.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
I don't know what I'm doing.
And that's exactly what happened.
Oh no, I failed. Okay.
Fighting broke out. The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
Dang it.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
No, that's not right. No. Oh.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
No, that didn't work either. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong.
I did it. Good. Okay.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword. Because the sword's sheath had been scratched.
Yes.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with
Something sharp. You...
Stop jumping ahead.
slow. If the sword was used first, if you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take...
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
Yeah.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one...
I think I get it! So the culprit came in, found the kitchen knife, then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka. So she grabbed the sword to defend her. Then, after they broke her...
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palm. The palms of her hands were perfectly clean.
How can you know that just by looking at...
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes... In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already... It's safe to assume that's because there's really no way she could have picked it.
Maybe she washed her hands.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it...
No! Got it! According to the Monokuma, in other words...
Oh, I didn't know that. You're no different.
I'm an insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the killer is the only one. But hold on. If that's right...
I got it! Sayaka?
But we already...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword...
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand?
Yeah.
She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you.
Sayaka, what?
That would also explain why she wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to end by committing the murder there instead of her room. But for that to work, the target had if the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched...
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi...
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted... I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is what...
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to...
Well, then...
Holy shit!
But in the end, she launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attacking turn. That must be when her wrist got broken. And she...
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she...
Just hold on! Because, hey! You guys have your being super boring. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punch
Oh, yeah.
Makoto, right now you just need to. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all.
This is scary. Oh, right
It's
here.
easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, it's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining, wait,
The dying message. 11037.
Well, before we get, can we really be sure that
I got it! Her left index. That could only be because she used that.
I see. She broke her right.
Sure. I think we can all. What the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a
No, that's not. Yes, I'm a.
Of course.
Oh!
What? What?
No, it's just, look at the number. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like...
Ah, you're right. Looking at it now.
Whoa. You might have...
A little crazy.
But even if that really is an N037.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god.
Huh? So, whose name did she write?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was if you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
what the hell are you talking? It's just a bunch of random...
No, it's not. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her.
That sounds like one hell... I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
I got it!
You mean the bird has the killer stabbed and to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim, like one piece burned off, and the killer didn't notice. If they isn't that right?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that...
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it
He looks
belongs
like
to.
Hiroshima.
You're right. That alone is...
Are you finally starting to understand?
Yeah. Look closely at how the shirt was...
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate, and obviously, you wouldn't be able... You'd need the key to get in. And so the killer had to be whoever was in charge.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
What?
Shoot!
I got it. Don't you worry. I got it.
The trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Oh gosh, dang it. I'm not good at this.
whoever was on.
So the only one who the person in charge of the...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's...
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball.
But how?
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the... All they had to do was hit that switch. Through that... Through a gap in the gate? Remember what you said before? Hey, come on!
Sorry guys, I wanna
Wait, no.
get this over with quick.
Pinpoint accuracy. Did someone really?
That's right! Difficult, absolutely. I got it!
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the...
You can't... I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end...
Listen to me!
Say what you want, Leon. But now here's what happened.
Okay. Right. Alright. Okay. Okay. Act 1. Oh wait, no. No, oh come on. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, dude. Oh no. This is hard. Okay. I mean, that already fell, right? Yeah, that's it.
The killer is you!
Okay, I got it.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case.
Okay, yeah.
Last night.
Precisely.
During...
Exactly. Precisely. Trying to go quick, sorry. It's supposed to be up right now. Yeah. Yep. Precisely. Exactly. Yeah.
Isn't
Booyah.
that right, Leon?
Got him.
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
Sure, let's go.
No one removed the screws from the doorknob. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Okay.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
Did I lose? I failed. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, come on. Don't make me do that whole thing again. Yeah.
I refuse to give up yet.
Okay. Let's try this again. Alright. Of course, I don't really know what's going on, but yeah, sure.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid.
Wait, am I losing?
You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
What's going on? How do I... What? Hold on. Oh. Oh, I'm supposed to lock on first.
It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof?
Wait, I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't helpful. Hold on, let me try this again. Okay.
I refuse to give up yet.
Okay, come on, come on. This is so confusing. Okay, now then.